Lucas is like one of those characters that we have just like, why do we have so many Lucases? Like, we just do.
We tried to ban them.
We tried.
They keep sneaking in.
It just happens, you know? It's like they don't tell us, right? We're not allowed to ask you your main when you enter, so it's like, oh, what can you do? But here, I mean, obviously the Lucas, one of the good options to try to like deal with some of these projectiles.
As Lucas, I really think that you have to play from mid-range because your Reflector obviously can't do anything about any of these. PK Fire is good, but the problem is that if you hit that with anything, you are going to get blown up. And right here is what we're seeing, that Lucas is so good with his mid% combos and AD.
Ooh, but yeah, catching him with the last hit of the up B doesn't snap to ledge. He opts to go for the hit. And I mean, I think it really helped him get back to safety.
I'm kind of mad that we were talking about like Lucas as a character when we missed AD parrying both hits of Archy's back air. Like that was phenomenal. But right now, Archy finally racking on some damage. This is a character where if you get ledge trapped against Young Link, you're gonna be in trouble. But the fast fall off stage, giving up tons of stage presence right there.
I love that use of the magnet to just like get the bomb out of the equation.
Just a little bit of a hitbox, knocking it away.
Right, the windbox, like pulling it back into you, like literally just launching it behind him. He's like, okay, good, get that out of my way. But look at these like arrow combos.
And the B reverses and wave bounces too by Archy's movement has been really good so far. Now, is that going to lead to anything? No up air right there off of the double arrow conversion. And this is the percentage
there's
where...
the combo you're looking for. The end with a forward air gets the kill.
All he needs to do is just toss out those arrows. Like mid-percentage, mid-distance, they can lead into so much.
Yeah, you could tell when like Archy was getting into his momentum in that first stock. Like literally he was behind for a little bit of it. But then once he gets in like the rhythm, like it really makes a huge difference.
And I think Mr. R like had the best point about this character. As he gets that forward air. Is that basically you can do so many cool things with Young Link, but sometimes the optimal option is to just give him the arrows.
Yeah, just throw it at him, right? Like you have to.
That might be the best projectile in the game.
Oh man, I mean, honestly, like the fire arrow, yeah, it's certainly like it's incomparable to like the other Link's arrows. Like this is like God mode arrows somehow.
Yeah, it's like maybe this gyro banana are like top 3, I think perhaps. Maybe
I can see that.
Maybe grenade, but that's only because of frame 1. Are we
going to
do it again?
Down air, look at that. I mean, obviously Archy fighting for his life there, but he does get back. If that would have been a low percent devastating like kill right there, if he had got caught by that.
Missing the dash grab though into the neutral air conversion. Full stage control taken back by AD. Great PK freeze.
Yeah, really good timing. I mean, obviously that's one of those moves that you kind of like forget about until he throws it out. I mean, obviously you don't see a whole lot of Lucas throwing out in neutral at that, but I mean, do it.
At max distance, yeah, 100% a great combo. Trying to use the forward smash just to reflect some projectiles and relieve some pressure. AD, he's playing really well to this mid-distance. He's every now and then he'll toss a projectile back. He's just using his movement to get around these projectiles, but eventually he gets clipped by one, very nearly dying.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you know your angles, like you're able to like tell where the arrow's going to land and just like run back and forth and just juking those arrows. But eventually, like Archy's oppressive like projectile like play is just really walling him out.
It's like if you're just going to sit max distance and take arrows and get racked up to 150%, eventually Young Link doesn't need to toss out any aggressive kill options. He'll just nair you to death. And that's what we saw right there. AD has to play a little bit more aggressively if he wants to get the kill, and he does need to approach. He cannot just zone this matchup.
Yeah, okay. Well, I like the parry into the PK freeze. It was a good option, but Archy now got him on ledge. He's going to go for something here, just to, like combo him out.
Down throw into forward air, trying to get that tether interrupt, but no double jump by AD. Good job using or keeping that resource in his back pocket.
Right, and you know that like Archy's like, I'm down with like just retreating back to center stage. I want to like try to get something else. Like I'm cool with creating distance, but now AD has to find the way back in. Okay, and just like that, we reset.
Yeah, full stage control right here, but this is just feels like it's been hopeless for AD this stock. Archy has turned up the defensive counterplay, and right now AD has no answer and very nearly dying to that conversion of the drag down fair.
I know, and you notice that like literally Archy held onto the bomb when he saw the magnet and then waited to Z-drop it to get something off of it. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the kill off this, but AD now has a chance to get back in the game.
We just need to see one of those mid-percentage combos. Lucas's combo game is certainly underestimated, and right now, I think Archy's doing the exact correct thing. He's staying grounded, tossing out projectiles. He's not trying to force anything. If he gets one of these hits, he'll go in with an aerial that's safe enough that allows him to back off.
For sure. I mean, I think it's inspired for, you know, AD to go for like these, you know, the reflector trying to launch it back, but I think against the arrows, it's just like he's noticed that it's just not working because you can just throw out another arrow as soon as you throw out the first one. Okay, good shielding on that. Yeah, you got to protect yourself from that one.
but only one down there. No tech chase, no follow-up at all for AD, and then he backs off, though. I'm loving this patience from AD. He's at a high percent, though. This is where Nair at edge starts to become a threat.
Right, and I mean, he obviously knows he has to get off the platform quickly because once he's up there, Archy sees that's his opportunity to go in for the kill. Oh.
Finally hits one errant button. That's the problem, is when you are that far behind, if you make one mistake, that's it.
Right, especially like a lengthy mistake like PK freeze. Like, I mean, once Archy saw that, like literally he was like, okay, it's now or never. I go in for the kill, I get it, and then, you know, you try to just hope that the PK freeze doesn't kill you on the way in.
Unfortunately, it certainly did take that stock right there in Archy's favor rather than AD's. What kind of stage counter pick do you think we might see in this matchup? Smaller, you think? Trying to avoid those projectiles?
I mean, I think that's... Oh, well, he's switching to Diddy, so obviously I think we are probably going to see maybe something like... I mean, honestly, it could be a... Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe sticking back to PS2, right? Exactly. But yeah, Archy going to the Diddy Kong, feeling confident.
Just trying out the other character. I think that Diddy Kong does really, really well in this matchup too, because again, if AD wants to play defensive, Diddy Kong does very, very well against this kind of a character who cannot really hard zone you out with projectiles. The problem is that those hitboxes are not as disjointed as AD, so you have to be careful about your landing options.
You're absolutely right. And I mean, I think that there's certain things like the monkey flip that you sometimes you just can't prepare for. I think that it's a good idea for Archy in the lead now to be able to switch it up and continue to confuse his opponent.
Gets the trip off of that into another combo with the dash attack, trying to go ahead and get some kind of a ledge trap, but not going to get the down tilt. Instead, it is AD's combo. Backdoor force him off stage into the PK freeze. Great monkey flip, though.
Exactly. Saw that coming a mile away and was like, nope, I'm just going to avoid that completely. Go with the monkey flip and get around.
Triple back here. You know that Archy's sitting here like, I got the frame data, man. You know I'm going to exploit it.
For sure. And he gets the trip on the platform. Nice little combo off that, but I mean, now banana in the hand of AD.
And this is a tough prospect here for Archy. Are you actually going to rush this man down while he has your banana?
Right. And it's I'm surprised we're not seeing Peanut Gun. Peanut Gun might be the opportunity is while he is not able to use the banana as effectively, go for one of your other projectiles.
What a conversion right there. Just the tap of the banana peel forcing AD off stage. AD did not want to go ahead and air dodge down, and Archy taking full advantage.
Right. I mean, that was really well played by Archy, able to just kind of do whatever he wants. Oh, but he does see the opportunity. He tries to avoid hitting him with the barrels and gets back to safety while AD unfortunately dies.
That was very nearly just a death at 0. 30%, and then AD collapses suddenly after such a strongly fought game 1. Game 2 turns into tragedy.
I know. Literally, Archy, I mean, I think the Diddy Kong was just so... It was so different in many ways, but it was literally you're going from 0 to 100 against a Diddy Kong. You're like, I don't know how to play this matchup. Sometimes you're just literally holy cow, what am I facing here?
It was really close on stock 1 too. It definitely felt like Archy had a lot more. He had a lot more in his bag of tricks that he could use against that character. Young Link, he's a phenomenal character, but he is a little bit linear. You know what you're going to get from
That's true. He's predictable.
Yep. Yeah. Diddy Kong, I mean, good God, that man has options with a capital O.